Hello everyone, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here for your October 1st until the 15th of 2019. Love and general reading. I'm doing the divine spread as I usually do at the beginning of the month. Now what I'd like to say to everyone is that we're moving into October. There are some things that you need to know, a little bit of astrology. Tarot, of course, will be done further down in the video. Please check out the timestamps in the description box below. Just quickly, the quick important transits that are happening in October. So what is very, very important is that Pluto is actually turning direct in Capricorn. It's turning direct and it has been retrograde. Pluto is actually, from the 1st of January, Pluto entered his retrograde zone. So from the 1st of January 2019, he entered his retrograde zone. So that was the degrees that he would cover during the retrograde. So he started his retrograde zone at 20 degrees and 38 minutes of Capricorn. Then on the 24th of April 2019, he stationed retrograde. So he stopped and he started turning retrograde at 23 degrees and 9 minutes of Capricorn. So as you could see, Pluto is very slow moving. So he only did like 3 degrees. His shadow period was 3 degrees. And therefore, so as you all know, Pluto is very, very slow moving. So on the 24th of April, he actually stationed and turned retrograde. At 23 degrees, he actually turned retrograde. So he started moving backwards, 23 degrees and 9 minutes to be exact. So he was traveling backwards, or that's the view from the Earth that we have. He seems to be traveling backwards. He's not really. But usually when the planet is very close to the Earth, the view from Earth it's an illusion, and it makes us think that the planet is actually turning retrograde, but it is not going backwards. It's the illusion we get. So he got up to 23 degrees and 9 minutes, as I just said, and he turned backwards, retrograde, and he's still retrograde until the 2nd or 3rd of October, depending on where you are in the world. So whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere, 1 day difference, hours, it could be hours that we're talking about. So he's stationing to turn direct. So when he stations to turn direct, anytime he's sort of stopped and ready to change his direction, whether it's going backwards or forward, he's extra potent. So we're in that zone right now. Pluto is very, very strong. He's powering up to actually turn direct. So he's going to turn direct at 20 degrees and 38 minutes. So it's as though we're revisiting January 1st, 2019. What was happening for you back then? What was going on in your life back then? If you can remember, that's the zone he will be traveling over. It's as though we're being given a second chance. We've done the work now, and it's time to finish up whatever we started on the 1st of January. So he's turning direct, and he will be out of his shadow zone on the 23rd of January 2020. So that means he will reach the 23 degree and 9 minute mark before he starts to cover new ground. Okay, so it's very, very important. Pluto, we know, is all about power. He's all about transformation. He's the ruling planet of Scorpio. So this is especially important for Scorpio people, because when our ruling planet is retrograde, it affects us, it affects the sign that it rules more than anyone else. But not to say that Pluto doesn't touch on everyone's life. Obviously, he's so strong, and he's like a magnet. It's as though we take a dive into the underworld. That's what Pluto is. And now we're coming up for a breath of fresh air before we can start to move direct. We've been in the underworld with Pluto. Very, very karmic, especially with Pluto, Saturn, and the south node of the moon there in Capricorn. All right, so enough on Pluto. Now, on the same day, roughly, Mercury enters Scorpio. So Mercury is the messenger of the gods. He's all about communication. He's all about business. He's all about the logic. Now, Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. So Virgo and Gemini, they're all about the details, right? Very logical, left brain thinking signs. So Mercury is the intellect. It's the information. Mercury is also communication, telecommunications, anything to do with the internet. Now, Mercury is entering Scorpio, so Mercury is not a benefic or a malefic. Mercury is actually a neutral energy. Therefore, when he enters Scorpio, he turns into a malefic. He actually dives down into the dungeon with Pluto, and he retrieves the information and brings it up to the people. As I said, he's the messenger of the gods. So he's diving deep into Scorpio. Let's see what he's going to come up with, right? Very interesting. Where do you have Scorpio in your chart? For those of you that are familiar with your birth chart, then you would know the house of Scorpio for you, which section, which area of life it touches on for you personally. Now, Scorpio, the house of Scorpio on a collective scale is the 8th house of death and transformation. It's other people's money, other people's, money from external sources, from your partner. It's your partner's money. It's also, Scorpio is also about intimacy and anything to do with loans, banks, wills, deeds, anything like that is what Scorpio is all about. Scorpio is also a very spiritual sign at that. So Mercury enters Scorpio. Another thing I wanted to add before I move on to the next transit is that Mercury, once he hits the 11-degree mark, Mercury will station to go retrograde. So on the 11th of October, again, a day apart, depending on where you are in the world. On the 11th of October, at 11 degrees and 35 minutes, he will enter his retrograde zone. 11 degrees and 35 minutes of Scorpio. So he's going to cover the area from 11 degrees and 35 minutes up till 27 degrees and 38 minutes, where he will station to go retrograde. So remember that once Mercury hits the 11th degree of Scorpio, he will move into his retrograde zone. So it's going to be the area that will be covered by the Mercury retrograde of October. So it's going to be very interesting to see. He then, on the 20th of 11th of November, so on the 20th of November, he will start to move direct, again at 11 degrees and 35 minutes. So at 11 degrees and 35 minutes of Scorpio, he moves into his shadow zone, so that's the zone he's going to be covering. He will reach up to the 27th degree, right? And on the 31st of October, he will start to move backwards, retrograde. okay? And then on the 20th of November 2019, at the 11-degree mark again of Scorpio, he will start to move direct. He will leave his shadow zone on the 7th of December. So it looks like most of November practically has got a lot to do with the Mercury retrograde. But remember that once the planet turns direct, and it's on the 20th of November 2019, he will start moving direct. Mercury will start to move direct. So even though he's covering his shadow zone, doesn't really matter. He's still moving direct. So again, another Mercury retrograde, the last one for 2019. Okay, so on the 4th of October, Mars enters Libra. So Mars is not that strong in Libra because it rules Aries, which is the sign opposite to Libra. Therefore, he's in his fall position. He's not that strong, and he moves forward in an equal democratic way, we could say, because that's what Libra is all about. It's all about trying to make space for others, for relationships. Now, Mars could be a little bit passive-aggressive in Libra, and just in some cases, because Mars could be passive-aggressive, Mars in an air sign, it can be a little bit explosive, so take care on that note. Now, on the 8th of the month, Venus enters Scorpio. So Venus entering Scorpio to me is, again, it's the dark side of Venus. Venus is the ruling planet of Libra. Therefore, she's not that happy in Scorpio, and she's quite dark in the sign of Scorpio. Also, Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus, and moving into Scorpio, she's in her full position. She's not strong there. But again, it's like Venus moving into the dungeon, going deep. That's what Scorpio is all about. So this could be a time of looking into the shadow, let's say, of relationships. Whatever is hidden in relationships, Venus will be dealing with. Then on the 13th of the month, we have a full moon in Aries. So there is some sort of a culmination, some sort of an ending. That's what full moons are in the sign of Aries. So following the full moon in Aries on the 13th, on the 23rd, we're having the sun entering Scorpio. So Scorpio season begins on the 23rd. If you are a Libra, happy birthday, you guys. Happy birthday. Now, the new moon in Scorpio will be on the 27th of October, and then on the 31st of October is when Mercury turns retrograde in Scorpio. All right, so they're the main astrological important aspects. So we're having quite a few changes of the planets. So what is important is Mercury entering Scorpio, Mars will enter Libra, Venus will enter Scorpio, and then the sun will enter Scorpio again on the 23rd. So there are a few changes, changing energies in the sky bring changes to our lives, so we should remember that as well. I will stop here with the astrology because I don't want to make it too long. I'd like to also announce one thing before I go on to the tarot, and that is that I will be doing special horoscope readings, and what they mean, horoscope readings, is I will be doing cards in the 12 houses. So just like we can see the horoscope starting from Aries, finishing at Pisces, I will be setting down the cards in that way and telling you what is happening in each area of life. They will be individual readings, and they will be the extended readings, which will be up for purchase on my website, on divinedebut.com. Under the extended readings tab, that's where you will be able to purchase those. They're extra readings and they're full readings. So for those of you that are interested in seeing what happens in each area of your life, what messages I will be receiving, you can go and watch those through purchase. They will be up on the 10th of October, so please don't go looking for them earlier because they won't be there. So from the 10th of October, for those of you that want extra readings from Divine Debut 11, you may go there and purchase those extra readings. Okay, so these readings will be as normal, full-on readings for free on YouTube, so enjoy them. Thank you so much for listening to the astrological aspects, the quick astrological aspects, because I didn't really go into that much detail. It's all about time. I will be doing that in the near future. Again, thank you for listening, and let's go on to the readings now. Hello, dear Libra. How are you all? This is your reading for the 1st till the 15th of October. I'm doing the Karma Dharma position right now, Libra. Let's see what's happening for you. And you've got the Emperor. And the Emperor is a number 4. It's all about your stability. You may be dealing with someone who can be a little bit Saturnian. That's what the Emperor is. He's quite strict. He does, though, through hard work, bring you a form of stability and groundedness. And this could even be a boss or someone who's acting very Saturnian. You want this person on your side, and this as an energy could say that you are dealing with some form of a law. So the law is being handed down, whether and we are in the time of Libra. It is your birthday, so again, happy birthday. If you're doing things by the book, all things will be well. Now, this could be an Aries or a Taurus, if this is an individual in your life. Let's take your cards, your divine spread. Okay, in your foundation, you have the Sun, which is Leo. What is hidden from you, what you don't know, is the 7 of Swords. In the recent past, you have the Empress. So you've got the Emperor and the Empress. In the now position, you have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Crowning your reading and your goal is the Page of Cups, which could be a water sign. So Pisces is more than likely. In the action and advice is the 9 of Swords. The outcome, dear Libra, is the 10 of Swords. 9 and 10 of Swords you have. So this is the ending of suffering, the ending of being backstabbed, being it's a cycle that is ending. It's a cycle that's ending, and it doesn't get any worse than this. This is the dungeon. This is like going real deep and getting to the bottom of any thoughts, ideas, perceptions. That's what the swords are all about. Swords are all about. And because you have in the hidden position the 7 of Swords, there is a snake in the grass that you have to be careful of. Someone does not have your highest interest, your best interest at heart here. So, but this is the end. And what I feel is that you're going to outsmart with the 7 of Swords in the hidden position. Whoever is trying to steal from you, take something away from you. We go 7, 9, 10. So it's like they're trying to get away with something, but I feel as though it's going to backfire, because I do feel that you've got the strength, and I'm saying strength, but you've got a strong ally on your side, I feel, with this Emperor here. Let's see what is happening planetarily for you. And you have the Seven of Wands. So stick to your guns, keep going, keep pushing forth whatever you've wanted to manifest, whatever you want to stabilize and seek security within. You've got the means to do it. You are up against some situations. You're past the point of success. I think that you've got someone, there is jealousy around you, I feel. You're dealing with someone that is jealous of your luck, of your wit, of your persona. Let's look at the bottom, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is beautiful to see. Ace of Pentacles is the general energy. Now, the Ace of Pentacles, aces are all about potentials. They're all about new beginnings. This is something stable that is promised here in the cards for you. I do see this many times as it's the wedding card, as you could see here, the mistletoe, right? And I don't know if you could be a cusper. Last readings for Virgo were Kiss Beneath a Mistletoe. So I don't know if you are a cusper or you are dealing with another Virgo in relationship, in partnership, in some form of new beginning, something that promises a lot. Okay, now this could also be in relation to promotion, and you may be dealing with people that are out for that promotion, so you're up against a lot. There is a fair bit of competition here, but as I said, you've got the means to ground yourself and to win this situation over, especially with the Emperor here. Now, some of you may be, as I said, if this is a boss, you are showing up as the Empress here. Now, this is Libra, Taurus. The Empress is manifestation of dreams, of values, of things that are of value. This could be money coming in. This could be just blessings. Okay, now the Empress could also be a mother. Some of you may be hoping to become a mother. We do have the Ace of Pentacles here, which can also be the birth of a child. Now here with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups can also be a child. Usually this is an adolescent child, but this could also be an offer that's coming through. And because this is in the area of career, your goals, let's say, there is something that is coming through. This is a blessing. Now this, of course, could be an apology, but it mostly and more than likely is an offer that's coming through. He's holding that Ace of Cups, which is a beginning, something that's going to be making you very happy emotionally. It's an ace, right? Here in the now position, you're at the 10, so you got to a point of total happiness. But it's a completion. Again, you've got two 10s here. 10s always speak of completions. So there was, I should say, there is some sort of a happy circumstance. Something is really good in relation to family matters. Okay, these are 10 cups that are filled with emotions. They're overflowing. There's a lot of happiness, a lot of support through family here. Now, at the foundation and in this card here, we've got Leo, and Leo is all about children as well, but Leo is also creative projects. It's flirtation, romance, you know, wanting to have fun. Again, we've got the children here. Leo is all about the heart. It's truly coming from a heart space, right? And the sun can mean healing. It can mean clarity. It can also mean shining your light to the world, being up on stage and performing as well. And some people are wanting to take your light, wanting to take some of your success, I feel. So just be cautious and have your eyes open in relation to that. Now, in the position of action and advice, there is no point in worrying over it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Okay, this is like having sleepless nights, not being able to settle because there's too much thought process. And some of you are coming out of the dark as the sun moves through Libra. It is the sun is shining upon your lives. Everyone will be coming out of the darkness a step at a time. Not everyone is on the same day. And when we have the sun in our 12th house, it's the house of darkness. We really can't see the blessings. So the light will come on and you will see what difficulties are ending for you at this time, because you are having your solar return, Libra, and it is the time when the sun does shine on you. Now, the sun is in your foundation, so this is the building blocks. This is where you begin from, let's say. So coming from the heart is what is going to bring you the happiness, I feel. Okay, so go with the heart and not with the intellect, not with the thoughts. Okay, so I know that's sort of, it's not in your DNA. You are Libra, you're air, but I think that if you are dealing with another Leo, which the Emperor could be, I suppose, because many say that he's a fire sign. For me, he's mainly, as I said, Taurus or Aries. If you are dealing with a Leo, this is someone who's very stable, someone who's very strong in their, strong in giving, because Leo is all about giving. Leo is very generous. And I feel that having this card here in the foundation is a very good place to have it, because this is where the reading stems from. It's the roots of the reading, right? It's what's been planted. Now, with the Seven of Swords, again, some of you may be dealing with another air sign, which you are coming to an end with. They're finishing up the cycle in your lives. This cycle is ending. So the 10 breaks down to the ace. Some of you may be even fighting legally with another air sign. Now, I don't have any other cards that speak of air, but I will be taking more. So what I'd like to see now is I'd like to take an astrology card for Libra, please, Spirit. Wow, we've got 3 cards that fell too many. 1 card, please, Spirit, for Libra. 1st till the 15th of October. Okay, and we've got Aries and I am. It's a number 13, and 13 is all about transformation. Now, as I said, Pluto is going to move direct in the beginning of October. And that's where the transformation will be happening for everyone, obviously, in the sign of Capricorn, which is all about the authorities, the law, your career. Changes could be happening in career, dealings with the law, which are very karmic, will be transforming. Now, Aries is the warrior. Aries is I am. It's all about me, myself, and I. So, but Aries is the warrior as well. So if you need to take on the energy of putting yourself first, that's a good idea. Okay, Libra, because you always make space for others. Maybe it's time to put yourself first for new beginnings, because Aries is new beginnings. And it's also about having the stride, the Martian stride, right, which speaks of energy, which speaks of the warrior instinct. So let's take Amira's Love Oracle. I want to see a bit more into your reading in relation to your love life. So please, Spirit, Libra. Libra from the 1st to the 15th, 2019. We have the young male. The young male, which is a very sporty, sports lover. He may have a beautiful car, sports car, someone who is very quick to move, very action orientated. For those of you that are a little bit older, this could be a son. For others of you, this could be someone that is coming into your life real quick. Now, the young male has got nothing to do with the Emperor, okay? Very different energies. Let's see what else we have. We've got destiny. So it is a very fated time for you right now. Something quick is about to happen. Some of you may be purchasing with this new beginning. You may be able to purchase a beautiful car. Now, this could be a son, the young male, whereas we've got the Emperor and the Empress as the parents. Let's see what else we have. And we've got new love. So for those of you that are single, this could be someone speeding into your life very quickly. And it is very destined as well. Could be a new love. For others of you, could even be, for those of you that have got a son that is, as I said, a sports lover, could be an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Could be that this young male is exiting your home, your family home, and you're really worried about it. Okay, this could be your child that is moving away. Okay, they're ready to start a new cycle. Aries is the beginning of a new cycle. And therefore, you may feel in your relationship that you are being reborn with your Emperor. It's as though your life is starting on a different note. So it's all about you and your Emperor, okay? And this could be something that you did not expect, okay? Maybe this young male was planning, strategizing, and you had no idea, and it came as a bit of a shock to you. Let's take some more cards. The young male, as I said, for those of you that are single, you could be dealing with someone who is coming quickly into your life, okay, and whisking you off your feet. Now, the new love can mean, for those of you that have had trouble with this young male, if you have been dealing with this young male, and this could be someone that's from a past lifetime, I'm thinking. Why? Because we do have the Emperor and the Empress. So for those of you that the young male is someone from a past life, and maybe you were dealing with this young male in a past lifetime and he was young at that time, and now he's come, for those of you that are older, he's come in the form of the Emperor. So he's someone who is very stable, someone who can take charge, someone who is a leader in what he does. So he's the one who calls the shots. And maybe it was fated that you would meet at an older age. Okay. That's what I feel for some of you. And you feel as though it's a new love. You feel as though it's a new love, but it's something that goes back many lifetimes, I feel. Let's take some more cards. I'd like to take some more cards just for more clarity. Let's look at the Karma Dharma position. What I want to note, in Aries, we've got Chiron, the wounded healer, and Chiron is past life wounds, childhood wounds, is the victim mentality. And this new moon, dear Libra, in your sign, which is happening today is the 29th, 28th or 29th, depending on where you are in the world. New moon in your sign means that it's a wild card. So make your wish, okay? Something will begin for you. And Very important time for you. Yeah, I was saying that right across the new moon is Chiron. So this could be, there could be interactions, communication amongst others, whether it's family related, work related, because Libra is the other people. So any wounding, any past life or childhood wounding could be coming up in conversations to be healed. Let's look at this Emperor. We have the Queen of Cups, which is a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And we have the Hermit, and it's funny that Virgo was mentioned before. So the Queen of Cups is someone who is very, very intuitive. The Queen of Hearts, I call her. So this could be a very emotional time for you. Now the Hermit is someone who's been in hermit mode looking for the guidance which the Hermit provides. This could be a teacher. This could be a mentor. This could be some of you. This could be even the Emperor could be someone that is mentoring you. And you're at the 9, which is the Hermit. The next step would be the Wheel of Fortune. So you've seen the light. You're coming towards the light because it is in the future position. And some of you may be also dealing with spiritual studies here with the Hermit. Others of you, you're dealing with an Emperor who's been in hermit mode. He may have been dealing with an emotional situation and therefore looking for the answers. And this could be the other way around. The Queen of Cups could be your energy, right? And I feel that both of you have been looking for the answers. Both of you have been in hermit mode. For those of you that have been at a distance emotionally from your partner, let's take a few more cards. Let's look at the Sun card. And we've got the Page of Pentacles now, another page. So it's Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles is usually someone who is wanting to start something. This could be, as I said, for those of you that your son or daughter are starting their new life elsewhere, they could still be studying. They could be a student because pages can be students. Let's look at the 7 of Swords. And we've got the 9 of Wands. So there's still fight here. There's still one more wand to go before the burden ends. Now, it's been hard. Yes, I can understand that. But you've still got the energy to go on. Not long till the end here. For those of you that have been trying to work something out, strategize something, it hasn't been easy. I can see that. Others of you you may have closed the door on someone and put up your barriers. Now, as I said, some of you could be dealing with a Leo, someone who's been through a lot. I don't know who this Leo would be in your life. Could be also Leo with Earth in their chart as well. And it looks like there are trust issues here. As you could see, people, they're both staring at each other with no trust there. Because of any wounding, any information not being shared, not being given out. I feel that trust issues are a matter here. Let me take one more. And we have the Moon, yeah. Fears coming up to the surface. Okay, things around home, things around completions, things around a as I said, information not being known. And this could go back to the full moon in Pisces, which was a couple of weeks ago. So this could even be motherhood issues, issues around family and home, distrust with another family member. Let's look at the Empress and what's that all about. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is Jupiter. Remember I was saying here, the next step after the Hermit is Jupiter. So Jupiter is all about luck, abundance, change. It is, again, a number 10. So it is very spiritual, yes. Jupiter is also wanting to go on an adventure. Jupiter is also spirituality. Some of you may be completing spiritual studies, or some of you are wanting to go on that world trip. Let's take that 10 of Cups in the now position. And we've got the 4 of Wands. That's beautiful. That is beautiful right now, Libra. There is some sort of a celebration, the birth of a child, a commitment being offered, a commitment. So it's as though you're stepping into something very abundant, something very happy, but there is still a few issues left. It's as though you've walked through a new door without having closed a previous door. So something that is very karmic, I believe, you're still dealing with. Let's look at that Page of Cups. And we've got the Lovers, which is a choice, and the Lovers is a head over heart decision, but it's also a union, a divinely guided union, and this is Gemini. So Gemini is the twins. Gemini is all about communication, collaboration, siblings, neighbors, people that are close to you. So there is, some of you may, I'm going to say this is one message that I receive. Some of you may have had a love child. Some of you may have had a child from a beloved twin flame, I would say. And it could be, oh my God, it could be that you went your separate ways and now it's as though this is coming back. It's coming back because it's meant to bring the two of you together. And this could be, oh my God, I've got the goosebumps. This could have happened years ago because this is someone who is 21 plus, I would say, maybe even 18, could even be 18. So going back 18, 20 years. And I feel as though you haven't been the only one searching for this person. They've been looking for you as well, and they get the shock of their life when they discover that they have an adult son, more than likely. Let's take that 9 of Swords. That was one message. Please reach out and write to me if that is you. 9 of Swords in the action and advice. We've got the World card. And the World card is a completion of a karmic cycle. As I said, you could be traveling to another foreign place, distant place. The World card I see as very karmic. The karmic cycle has ended. Venus is being born, or she's in the womb still waiting to be born. That's what I see with this card. So you've gone through all the tests. It's time to get to the end of a karmic lesson. Let's see. And this is successfully completing. Let's see what that 10 of Swords is all about. And we've got the Fool. How beautiful is that, Libra? Aries again. Aries energy. Wow. Now, some of you could be dealing with an Aries, yes, sun, moon, or rising. Or it could just mean that, dear Libra, the sign opposite to you is Aries, which says that you're having a brand new beginning in relationships of any sort, whether it's work, whether it's family, starting again, beginning from scratch. And again, this could be a new cycle, right? Just dropping everything and going and doing something for you. For those of you that have completed a cycle, a very hard Saturnian cycle. For those of you that have finished up, you've gotten to the point where I believe that the cycle has ended. The Emperor and the Empress, for some of you, it says that this cycle is over and it's time to start a brand new cycle. Some of you are going your separate ways and it's destined. You're going for new situations in your life, brand new start on all levels here I see. Let's look at that Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. And we've got the Empress again. Wow. The Empress is here again. For those of you that are trying to fall pregnant, don't give up. Others of you that have had issues with a motherly figure, if you've been at odds with her, keep at it. Things will fix up. This is the Empress. She's all about expansion and growth. She's very loving and nurturing. Dear Libra, it's time for you to, whatever you've created, to give birth to, even if this is business. Others of you are taking on that new role. You're becoming the Empress. Some of you through business, you are going to be the Empress. As well as that, not only in business, you are taking the throne next to the Emperor. So you may be falling in love and marrying the Emperor. Okay, so many different stories here. What I'd like to look at is this Ace of Pentacles, which is the general energy. Ace of Pentacles, yes? And we've got the Five of Cups. So yes, focusing on the past and not on the future. That's what this card is all about. It is a 5, which 5s always bring in change. Those 2 cups are still standing. You're about to cross over to the other side of the bridge. And this is very fated. Cancer is where the North Node is in the astrology. The North Node of the Moon is in Cancer. Some of you are changing residence. Others of you are moving from a residence to another. Others of you could be traveling to a distant place, somewhere over water. As you can see, there is a bridge here in the background. And this could be a metaphorical move. You're moving over that bridge, so you're being thrusted forward with the help of the divine. You're in the driver's seat here. This is divinely guided. It is a major arcana and it is spirit. It's a number 7. Beautiful. What I'd like to take is a couple of Sibillas. Let's take the Karma Dharma position. What's this Emperor? We have the Amalato, so low morale, being a little bit down or psychologically, like physically or mentally not well. Taking time out. It's also the 4 of Swords. Here we've got the Sacerdote, which is the priest, and it speaks of Taurian energy. Some of you may even have Taurus as your North Node in your chart. For those of you that are familiar with your chart, you could have your North Node in Taurus. Maybe your destiny is to become the Emperor. That's what you're working towards in this lifetime. Now, because you have a few spiritual cards here, This is one particular message that someone is wanting to become a priest. They're marrying into the church. Okay, and this is a huge transformation where some people may not be happy about it. And this could be your way of escaping the difficulties in life. You've turned to the church, you've turned to faith, and there is nothing wrong with that. Others of you are just turning to faith. If you've tried everything, you've pushed forward, you've had the hardships, there is some sort of a transformation. It's a 13. So those of you that have gone through difficult relationships, partnerships, you are turning towards religion, to spirituality, to help get you through this, these difficulties. Not that it's not a difficult reading, it's a very good reading, but there is something that you are closing the door on, something that is ending. And we've got Viaggio, so going on that voyage, traveling. Others of you are waiting for someone to visit you. This is the rider, the Viaggio. He goes on a voyage. He's the knight in shining armor. For those of you that wanted to reconcile a relationship that's gone through a bit of a testing time, you've gone through that voyage. You're getting to your destination, dear Libra. It looks as though those ships will be coming through. That's the Three of Wands, right? Let's just take a look at the final card, the Ten of Swords and the Fool. We have the reunion card. There we go. Eight of Wands. So this is flight, travel, Cupid's arrows. The meeting will take place. The connection, the reconnection will take place. Coming back together. Some of you are traveling because you're dealing with a foreigner. Here we've got the Fidelta, the Nine of Cups, the loyalty. Your loyalty will bring you together. Some of you felt really close to this person. And here we've got that there was distrust. There was distrust in someone that was very close to you. Someone that felt like home. But it was a karmic situation that you went through. This person is actually showing up for you. They are showing up for you. So you need to leave that distrust in the past and move on. This is a number 11. Are you going to step through that new doorway, Libra, or not? That's the question I need to ask you. Now, I'm going to take my handwritten cards, one card on this Emperor, because I feel that this is the person that you are, most of you are dealing with the Emperor. Now, it doesn't matter if you are a male or a female. The Emperor is your stability. So your Karma Dharma position is saying that you are finding your stability with the Emperor. This is you putting down those foundations, those solid foundations, whether this is business, this is home. It's a 4. 4s are always about our stability and our security. So let's take a card on this Emperor. What does he want to say to you? Our families will never accept this relationship. 2 of Swords. So this Emperor was at a crossroads, it looks as though. So why would he say that our families would never accept this relationship? That's a good question. Now, maybe this could be because you are from a different background. Maybe if this is a later in life relationship where there are older children, there are many, many reasons why he could be saying that. Now, it's the 2 of Swords, so this is a decision that he's wanting to make. I will take another card because I know that some of you want more answers to that. Let's take another card. And we've got, you were too overbearing, I felt suffocated, insecurities and jealousy. This is the 9 of Wands. Wow. So it looks as though this emperor, maybe he was too over empowering and judgmental. So I say that this message could be from the emperor, but you can actually flip it, okay? I said I was going to take one card. Let's take one more. And this is not going to resonate with everyone. So remember that this is for particular people. If it resonates, then it's for you. If it does not, this is not your message. Go by the rest of the reading. Let's take another one. I want to have a family with you. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. So yes, for everyone, it's going to be different. Okay, so take what resonates and leave what does not, people. Let's take the Moonology Oracle cards. I want to see what's happening with the Moon cards. I love these cards. This may indicate to you what is going on with the energies of the Moon and how it's affecting your own personal life. So Libra, please Spirit, beginning of October. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. That is beautiful. So the new moon in Cancer is always at the time of the Cancer period, Cancer time. So this goes back obviously to when the sun was in Cancer. What was happening for you back then? And Cancer, don't forget, is the house of home, family, stability, mother, the mother as well. New moons are all about new beginnings. So new beginnings in your home, where you live, with whom you live. New moon in Cancer. Very interesting. What I'd like to do is take an angel answer for you. I know that you all love these cards, so are you ready to ask your question? Please, Spirit, for Libra. What does Libra need to know? Please try and answer Libra's question, dear Spirit. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Jophiel. Please answer the questions, burning questions of most of my Librans out there. Let's take your answer. Ask for help from others is the answer. So let me read from the book for you. It is not necessary to do everything on your own. Your angels are asking you to reach out to those around you for assistance. By allowing others to lend a hand, you greatly increase your chances for success, and your plans will begin to move forward. The help you receive may also include important information provided by knowledgeable individuals, and that would be, of course, either the Emperor, or if you are dealing with another spiritual guru, teacher, right? Elder. The stress of doing too much can create both physical and emotional health challenges for you. Surround yourself with loving friends and family who are willing and able to lighten your load, and you'll begin to feel much better. All right, dear Libra, so I will leave it at that. Thank you so much for taking the time out and spending time with me. Hope that this resonated for you. Thank you for all that you do for my channel. Sending you lots of love and blessings. Talk to you soon.